Morning all. This is a bit of a last minute introduction and I suppose just an introduction to what's out there in the marketplace now and what I suppose potentially is the future and some revenue generating opportunities for publishers as well. This little thing that I've been throwing in people's faces throughout the conference and taking some snapshot photos is what's called a 360 degree camera. It's basically two 30 megapixel cameras faced back to back with an oval lens. With one shot, you take a complete 360 degree view of where you are. Do you want to grab my phone up, Joe? Sorry. Facebook is now understanding the 360 degree camera. Same with YouTube. That basically once you've taken a photo, that you have the ability to upload it directly to do Facebook. And this is probably going to be a really bad demonstration with regard to what I'm trying to do here, but where's Facebook? Oops. And of course, whenever you want it to move fast, it goes slow. So basically and I'll wait for this to load because of course it's not wanting to work now. But as you load it up, as you move your camera or as you move your phone around, you can see the panoramic shops around. And of course it's not working now. But that's all right.
You want to do something online?
Yeah, we'll do it online with Google. I suppose taking away from the toy of the camera, if you like, and the ability to view things that way. Google is now allowing businesses to load a 360 degree view onto their My Business page, onto Google Maps, which will also appear in Google Search as well. So a normal business, when you're searching via their name and location, you will normally, we've all seen this on the right hand side, where you have the name of the business, the address, the map. Normally on this side here you would have see photos and then see street view or see outside. Once you've uploaded a 360 degree view or a 360 walkthrough, you now get to go inside a business. You get to invite customers 24/7, 7 days a week to inside your business. And it looks a little bit like this. So, this taken for one of our customers and works really well if you've got a mouse on a flat board, but a little bit less that way. So we can walk through the business. We can have a look around to see whether this is the right business I want to go to, whether it's got potentially even the right range I want.
Can you go in the bathroom?
If you take it in there as well. So, but some other examples of people currently using the 360 technology, if you like. Car dealerships here, for example. So we have Rolls-Royce in Melbourne. So we can now actually look at their showroom, see what cars they have inside. But also we can use it for, now this is for a little restaurant. So we can look inside this restaurant, for example. Great for organising for Lynn, so now you don't need to actually go and call up. You can actually do virtual tours inside, where we basically get to walk inside, see whether the venue is going to be big enough for us. Whoop. Also for, so here for example, a flower shop. You get to see their range, see whether it has the quality we're after, that type of scenario. And excellent for hotel rooms. Where basically prior to staying somewhere we can actually have a look and see. You want to talk about going to the bathroom? Yeah, there you go. So you can see exactly what it looks like.
Looks the same way on mobile, if you're on a mobile phone?
On a mobile phone, the experience is probably better. As I said, when Facebook, if it's going to load on me, which is probably not now. Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So the experience on a mobile phone is the ability to, in virtual side of things, move your phone around and actually view up and down around the room. And the connection is atrocious here, so my phone's not going to work it. But that's just something new. Any questions? Price, again, sorry, so this is probably another thing that gives the ability to, prior to, and this is some research from Google if you like, when searching for a business, consumers use mapping 44% of the time. So when someone's looking for a business, they're using Google Maps, so they're basically wanting to know what's there. So the ability from there to actually, and they're saying 41% of people result in a visit. And they researched about 1,000 or so people with regard to their opinion of a business when they saw with just plain photos, and then one when they saw a virtual tour. And 41 people were twice more likely to generate interest, and the complete study is there, with one that had a virtual tour. This little example is probably a great example of how simple it is nowadays. Back in the early days of 360s, we used to have very expensive cameras.
Good to meet you too. Can I sit up right here?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, thanks.
Google now allows four different types of cameras, the Ricoh being one, the Samsung Gear 360 being another.
Hey, so do you need anything from me?
No. Just, here.
What?
It's all done.
Are you hungry?
Starving. So many mac and cheese.
I have 2 different kinds of cheese in here. And then
Quite possibly. The Street View app is now available on mobile phone, both Android as well as iOS. Once you're on there, and this basically opens the 360 view or virtual tours up for anybody. Once you become a trusted Google photographer, you get to go on Google's site, and they potentially, it's a bit like being a Google partner if you like. But the Street View you can upload as simple as that guy showed there. It's a matter of connecting to the app, connecting to the phone, taking a photo or 2 photos, uploading it straight to Street View, and it appears almost instantly. We've started to monetize this as a business with regard to the virtual tour you saw there was done. Potentially the time it takes to do a step through of a building depends upon how big it is. Google normally likes you to take photos every 2 meters and then just basically join them together. So again, depending upon the size of the store as to how long it'll take. When you're going into something as the restaurant, for example, there may be only 1 shot needed, and it's as simple as hitting a shot, taking the photo, uploading to Google, and out the door you are. It's quite fascinating. Yeah. Any questions? I suppose, yeah. Pricing. These have just sort of started to hit the market. Not quite released in the US yet. South Korea is probably the first place to get it. Australia's starting to get them now. Australian, they're about $499 Australian, which is about $350, I think, US. Yep.
Sorry, I missed this, but
Yep.
what's new? Is now that's available? Or?
Pretty well now it's available. Prior to when we first started looking in, is becoming the 360 tours on Google and looking at becoming a trusted photographer, if you like, you had to submit God knows how much experience you are with your photography and stuff. You had to buy very expensive SLR cameras with tripods, and the process of producing a 360 tour is quite complicated and consequently quite expensive. Now with these cameras, which $500 and an app, You can walk in, do a 360 tour, it's automatically done, and it's very inexpensive, if you like. And it suddenly opened it up to so many people. If we look at looking around Asia, for example, at how many, where it says hire a trusted person. Come on. So if I was to look at Macau, for example, you've got 3 people in Macau that are Google trusted. So the potential there of how many businesses there are in Macau, and we can look at Thailand. I think Thailand, there might be less than a dozen people that are trusted, or what's called, that are doing this stuff and advertising themselves as doing it, with regard to the number of businesses out there. Our reps have started to sell the product. It's not a massive sell, but again, it's the normal cost we're putting it at is about $400 for a basic shot, up to, depending upon how many images are needed to be taken. But it's becoming quite a quick and could be potentially quite profitable for people. Thank you.
All right. Thank you, Pete.
No worries.